Hey guys, so I've got part 2 of a topic which I'm kind of passionate about, and that is talking about beauty and cosmetic brands that I don't trust. So in part 1, I featured brands such as Kylie Skin, Lime Crime, Sunday Riley, Mario Badescu, and Truly Organic. So check it out below if you haven't watched it. So today I've got part 2, and I'll probably have a part 3, because apparently there's a lot of brands I don't trust. You could probably make a lot more, but anyway, I want to focus on bigger brands that a lot of people know about. So anyway, so to start it off, the brand Grace and Stella. They are a brand featured often in beauty boxes such as BoxyCharm and sadly CosBox. And they're kind of semi-transparent about what they do, but they are kind of affiliated with the brands that beauty boxes often use, such as Dirty Little Secret, Steve Laurent, that boxes use to kind of prop up the value of the box because these aren't products that are widely sold, although this brand is kind of becoming a lot bigger, and I think places such as like Nordstrom are starting to sell them. But this brand really is one of those brands that really just repackages things and then sells them. So if you look at the back of the box, distributed by, they started out in Canada, but a lot of their products are just made in China. So they're not, I wouldn't put them to the same level as like Dirty Little Secret or Steve Laurent, but they are kind of similar brands. So they don't really, they're really just used by beauty boxes to have a high brand value, high product value. See how excited I was. I haven't even opened this. So I guess perhaps I've tried some of their other products and they haven't been revolutionary, but they just aren't worth the value, in my opinion, of what they say they cost. It's a brand that's a multi-million-dollar brand, and they have a very high profit margin because they really do a lot of just simply rebranding products. With the Grace and Stella, just buying a generic serum and rebranding it, or generic masks and putting their little label on it and reselling it. And they repurchase things like excess inventory. They have literally almost no expenses. They don't have to spend money on research and development. They don't have any raw product costs. They don't really have any brick or mortar costs. Very few employees. So they make a ton of money on this stuff. So I also question kind of the ethics of how they use social media to target younger audiences that aren't very skincare savvy. Although a lot of skincare savvy people also use them and enjoy them. So I'll put a couple of links below. So anyway, okay. Another brand, Goop. I got this in a beauty box as well. Brand that's owned and run by Gwyneth Paltrow. And I don't even know where to begin. I could probably make an entire video about this brand and how kind of dangerous they are, because they really use tactics like fear-mongering, pseudoscience, and misinformation to sell products. It's really quite dangerous, especially how they use things like chemicals are dangerous. Well, every ingredient's a chemical. So what the heck are you talking about? And then this specific product, you know, they talk about all these ingredients being bad. The second ingredient is denatured alcohol, and that's got 2 more alcohols in there from that. So I haven't tried that specific product. I don't know if I want to put it on my face because I really dislike the brand. And another thing, the brand is totally out of touch with regular consumers. I think like that little package retails for like $125. What the heck? So they also have their Goop Christmas guide featuring an $83,000 bed frame and like a $6,000 chair and like an $8,000 pillow. It's like, how out of touch can you be? The other thing that got me really irritated about this was I was shopping for earrings on Express.com recently. I came across a brand, Tulest. They have these bar earrings, and they're retailed for $75. Express had them on sale for $20. And then I just Googled them to see if anybody else sold them, or, you know, if their retail value really was $75. And I found them on Goop.com for $175. Which was like, so you're marking up the price because you're selling it like $150? That irritated me. So, I don't know. Aside from that, their skincare products, in my opinion, are just full of terrible, overpriced ingredients. Fragrances, citrus oils, lots of alcohols, the cheapest crap you can get in a product. And then saying chemicals are bad. So, okay. On to the next brand, which is BeautyCounter. And this is a product I've tried a lot because I had a friend that sold it for a while. Unfortunately, she really invested like a couple years of selling this and never really made any money. So this was 5 or 6, 7, 8 years ago before I really was interested in skincare. And even then, I didn't have much experience with a lot of skincare products, but trying it, I just knew the stuff was just not good because it made my skin just freak out more than it already does. BeautyCounter is a multi-level marketing brand, which I'm not a huge fan of because they tend to put the work on the backs of these individuals, promise them lots of money, and they never see it, really. BeautyCounter also uses fear-mongering, greenwashing, and pseudoscience, similar to Goop, to sell products. They also spend millions of dollars to social influencers to sell and shill their products. Not me. I'm not taking a penny from them. But if you see a social influencer advertising their products, probably unsubscribe because you know they're making a lot of money. And in general, their products aren't great. The ingredients aren't great. The products are expensive for what you get. And the fact that they really make their living off of using these people to sell it who will never make any money. My friend ended up kind of broke after 2 years of trying to do it. So anyway, they're also sold at Sephora now, very sadly. Products are expensive, the ingredients aren't. And I also am not a huge fan of the greenwashing things that they do, also saying chemicals are bad, kind of like Goop does. They are also a huge brand behind the Environmental Working Group website, the EWG website, which it can be a resource. However, any website that says retinol plain out is terrible and bad for you, like what the heck? So it's a resource for some information, but take it with a grain of salt. I mean, every website has their own niche and kind of make up your own opinion from there. So anyway, I'm just not a huge fan of them. They're expensive. They take advantage of people working for them. And the products aren't good. So if you follow a social influencer that shills for them, I would unsubscribe. Because they're making a ton of money. They're trying to sell that crap to you for a lot of money, and it's just not great. Okay. And then my last one today is Halo Beauty by Tati, which is famous for their kiwi seeds, their acne supplements, which is all a bunch of crap. There is no study that shows kiwi seeds cures acne. And if you believe it does, save yourself $60 and eat a kiwi. Seriously, that crap just gets me. Because they're taking advantage of people that have low self-esteem or are vulnerable. It's just ridiculous what they do to these people. They really take advantage of them, play on your insecurity to sell a product, and then maybe you might notice some spurious correlation, or maybe you just believe it's working because somebody you thought you trusted said so, which is just sad. It just irritates me that these people use all this marketing crap to make money off people when they're at their lowest self-esteem or very vulnerable, or just young people that don't know what else to do. So, I get all worked up. I know. Everyone's been commenting. My neck the other day looked really pink, and I've been walking a lot, so it's a little bit windburned, but when I get angry about stuff, I get red. So, anyway, so those are the brands I don't trust, part 2. I'm sure there'll be a part 3 because I've got another list going. And if you have comments for brands you don't trust, leave a comment, and maybe I'll have to talk about them in part 3 as well. So, anyway, thank you guys so much. Leave a comment. I love hearing from you guys, and stay tuned for more tomorrow.